Welcome back. We want to apologize. We've been calling this event the Taste of Mountain Home. It's not the Taste of Mountain Home. Of course, everyone's going to be involved in tasting, but it's going to be a taste of Twin Lakes.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes.
Was there ever an event called the Taste of Mountain Home?
No.
You don't know? I don't.
There's a Taste of Home cooking show that they're going to have that in the fall. But anyway, I think that's.
Yeah, this is our 4th annual event, and it's always been Taste of Twin Lakes.
Okay.
And the reason it's not Taste of Mountain Home because
You
we
don't
do
want to
have
alienate
some.
anybody.
Well, we have some participating restaurants that are outside Mountain Home proper.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the concept?
The concept is a gathering of restaurants by invitation by our committee that's formed, and they come and they set up a booth and they decorate it nicely and they bring their best dishes, their signature items, and we also have a panel of judges, so we do some awards, and you may see some of those hanging around town because I think they like to display them, the restaurants that win.
There's admission for this. And if it's done in the same way I'm thinking it is in the past, you pay one price and then you get to sample what you want. Is that right?
That's correct. We sell tickets to the public. They're $35 a piece, and that gets you access into the event, water, sodas, and a tasting as much as you want from one or each or all of the 13 vendors.
Right. And you get to taste. You can have a combination of Mexican, Italian, whatever you want. Is that
Why don't
is that
you
correct?
let her just tell us who's going to be there?
Well, I'm just excited about this.
I know, because it's just, you get everything.
Well, and
I get a taste of everything.
What I like is, now, the vendors, they don't walk away with that. You don't pay them, right? I mean, do they?
No. And
yeah, that's what I like about it.
They don't pay us,
but it's advantageous for them, right?
It's very advantageous for them because it gives them exposure maybe to somebody that hasn't had a chance yet to visit their restaurant but has always wanted to.
Yeah.
So in this one location, you can sample everybody's offerings in one place.
What better way to get somebody's face next to your food?
Absolutely.
And to maybe get them as an ongoing customer.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they usually display their menus or give, they're welcome to put out menus.
This is more fun than a buffet too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be fun.
And we do have a live and silent auction to go along with it because it is a fundraiser. This is our signature fundraising event for Serenity. It's our big one, and so, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of items do you have?
Well, I brought a sample
of,
this is going to be on our live auction. This is an eagle photograph taken by Benny Benson off Highway 101 on Norfolk Lake near the Panther Bay. And this is a sample of something in the live auction. We're also going to have a 2-night casino getaway. That will include lunches and dinners. And a gourmet dinner for 8 cooked in your home by celebrity chef Phyllis Spear. And then we have the silent auction too, and we've got all kinds of good stuff on the silent auction. There's jewelry.
That's intimidating. Those kind of auctions are intimidating because you know who's bidding on those things.
But they're fun.
And you have to keep going back around.
I know. I've had to do that. I was so disappointed at one time. There was something I wanted, and I got outbidded. And I go in and I set my limit, and
that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Don't set a limit.
I can't. I gotta quit setting a limit and saying, it depends on how bad you want it.
I think that's part of the fun, is lurking around those items, waiting to see.
My problem is going to be I'm taking my husband this year, and it's just like, oh, you don't need that, you don't need that, and you go ahead and write it down anyway. And then you don't tell him you write a check.
Now, do you set a certain price on these starting bid?
Yes, for this one we will. We have a minimum on that one of $250.
Okay.
So. And did you mention that that's a local? That was taken locally. That's a local eagle. It hangs around here.
And the thing about that photograph, though, that I think is unique is that was taken in late February, early March, before the trees leafed out.
Yeah.
So you cannot see that nest right now.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No. So that's kind of a unique.
I just wonder how he got up in the tree. And the eagle did as good as the eyes of an eagle are.
I think he's got a really good camera.
Yeah, he probably has one of those 50 whatever things.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you have a list of who's going to be there?
I do have a list.
Yeah,
and,
I'd like to
and
hear
this
that.
year there's a different twist to our event, and that is we have separated the restaurants into 2 categories, fine dining and then casual. So under the fine dining, we have 870 Bistro, Big Creek, El Chico Cafe, Elks Lodge, PJ's White River Resort, and Raymondo Winery. And then under casual, we've got 8th Street Cafe and Bakery, Brook Falls, Brewed Awakening, Letty's, Neema's Pizza of Mountain Home, Razorback Ribs, and Shady Grove Country Store.
Plenty there
Yeah.
to just savor every bit, right?
And some outlying ones.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
Now, Paulette, did you
Wish
go
it was
last year?
tonight.
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you eat there last year?
I did not because
You
I
did not?
No,
You're doing
I
the
wasn't.
event.
Well, you know, I'm new at Serenity.
Okay.
Been there 8 months, and there was a conflict on my social schedule last year, but I look forward to this year, especially every time I hear that list.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's great. Anything else you'd like to add to what we talked? Did we cover everything
Well,
today?
I'll
or-
tell you the event is Tuesday, June 5th at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 6 and it'll go until about 9 o'clock. Tickets you can purchase at the Purple Door, which is our upscale resale store at the corner of College and Coley Street in Mountain Home, or at our office in Mountain Home, which is at the corner of 5th and South, or in the Pop Shop, which is a thrift store that supports our organization in Yellville. So there's three locations to buy the tickets.
Okay. For people that don't know about Serenity, let's tell them what their mission is, and maybe that will help bring people out to support what you do.
Well, Serenity is a domestic violence service agency. We are an emergency shelter, and our hotline is answered 24/7. We have clients that sometimes come into the shelter to stay until they're safe, and then we have a lot of services that serve our outreach clients. We help them with just getting connected to resources in the community that maybe they're not aware of, like food, clothing, the basics, of course. But then also we have a court advocate that helps them navigate the legal system. And you know, I want to make it clear that we're not attorneys and we're not legal experts. We're strictly advocates in the realm of domestic violence. And so it's many times very comforting to someone to have to, you know, go into the courtroom, and so our court advocate is there to help with that. And I also want to make it clear that we serve women, children, and men. I think a lot of times people think of only domestic violence affecting women and children, and it affects everyone, the elderly, and so we service all everyone, and we're trying to, one of the things that Missy and I have worked on the past 8 months that we've worked together is really raising the awareness in the public schools, on the college campus, in churches, with younger, with adolescents and youth, because the more awareness we can put out there, more facts and figures, and you know, with the cell phone age and GPSs and social media, it's actually become easier to stalk victims and to abuse another person. So we've worked a lot on awareness, and we're really proud of that. We feel like we've
First point of contact for somebody that is abused, do they call you first, or are you recommended by another agency?
It could be
Either way?
It could be either one.
So they can feel at ease if they called you first, if they feel like they're abused, and you can help them along that process.
Yes, absolutely. Our hotline
number
is 424-SAFE or 424-7557, and it's, like I said, it's answered 24/7 by a trained advocate. So
so they've gone through the process of learning what to say and how to say it, and in what order, and all that.
It's actually a 5-hour training to just, you know, be able to pick up that phone and say hello.
Let them know they've got a safe place and give them that security. And because I know most of the time a lot of, well, I don't know personally, but that you've heard of situations where they're in the abusive situation and they're afraid to leave, and trying to convince people to go ahead and take that step. And I feel like so you said, you know, men, women, and children.
Right.
So a child could even just call you. It doesn't have to be their parent bringing them or
Uh-huh.
to get out of a
Anyone could call.
situation, but
That's
to
right.
give them the confidence to help do what they need to do.
Yes. And I want to point out that all of our services are free, and so that's why our
Why you do
fundraisers,
them.
such as the Taste of the Twin Lakes, are so important to us. We do have some grants and some government funding, some federal and state funding, but our goal is to be financially stable, you know, from our community resources and on our own, so that we don't, you know, with the grant funding you hear every day. It's, you know.
I was going to say, are you all losing funding because they're, you know, it seems like they want to cut a lot of domestic
We haven't really.
programs.
There have been some changes. I'll just say that. That's
some changes.
Just some changes, and not always in our favor. So.
Well, I know in banking we're always having regulation changes, and the regs constantly change, and it's like,
right.
so you all probably deal with what's required and what you can
That's right.
accept on what your guidelines or criteria are
That's
to get
right.
this.
And that's why the people that we serve in our shelter have to be victims of domestic violence.
About out of time. I want to let people know about the event again. It's the Taste of Twin Lakes.
Correct.
And it's going to be where again?
At the Baxter County Fairgrounds on Tuesday, June 5th
Okay.
from 6 to 9 p.m.
Tickets, do they need to buy them can they buy them at the door? Do they need to reserve anything?
That we sell out every year. This is the
gonna-
fourth.
Okay.
This
I was
is
going
the
to say,
fourth
this is
year.
usually a sellout
Yeah,
event.
it usually
isn't
sells
You
out
need to-
prior, so I think the best opportunity is to get them ahead of time.
And dress is casual.
Dress is casual, yeah.
Okay.
Business
You
casual,
don't
yeah.
have to
All right.
wear your suit and tie.
No,
Just-
just not a suit and tie.
Well, thanks for being here, and we're proud to be helping you with the sponsorship on that
Yes,
too.
and
Thank
we
you very
appreciate
much.
what
Thank
y'all do
We
in the
appreciate
community.
that.
We
Thank
really
you.
do.
Thank you for your support. We
Thank you.
appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Well, that's our show for this week. Joni, thanks so much for
Well, thanks for
filling
having
in
me,
for
Dan.
Sandy, who is not all that responsible or reliable.
I know. She's just.
And I
she
joke,
shouldn't
she's
have
great. She'll be here the
And
next
tell
time.
her she still has her job.
I'll let that linger and drag out. let her sweat it.
Let her
for-
sweat it
no,
out
no.
for a little while.
We appreciate all the guests who've been on the show this week, and we want to see you here again next time. So thanks a lot for joining us here on Hometown TV's 726 Mountain Home. Stay with us and see you again next time.
All right.